Hello everybody and welcome to this, your Cancer, January 2025 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, Clairvoyant. Well, you know, we have a very good deck for you this month. It's full of surrealist art. You know that guy Picasso or Salvador Dali, those type of guys? Oh, actually, Picasso, was he a cubist? I don't know my art history. Maybe it was Dali that was the surrealist painter. You art buffs will know better than I do. I think it was Dali. And but the point is that they are beautiful and unusual, and you will enjoy them. Now, you know, of course, that I provide clairvoyant readings to people all over the world via FaceTime and Skype. It takes about an hour and a half. The details are in the description if you're curious or would like to book. And separately, for free, I provide the spiritual gift of healing to people. That takes about 45 minutes, and I'm happy to provide it for free without any expectation or any obligation, because that's the basis upon which the spiritual gift has been provided to me, and I'm supposed to use it. So I do so happily, so that I fulfill my soul duty here. So don't be shy. It could be that you're just at your wit's end with something. You can't make headway. There's a hole in your soul that needs to be filled, or a candle in your heart that needs to be kindled. Don't be shy. Reach out. I gladly provide it. Now, there are no advertisements in this content for you, so you get to enjoy the experience without any interruption. So let's get 5 cards and show me the magic. 10 of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. You'll see what I mean about these paintings in just a second. There's the Ace of Cups. This is the Moon. Just gorgeous, really. And there is the Page of Pentacles. What a fantastic card to finish on for you. Look, I'll bring the camera around, shall I, so that you and I can have a good close look at the art on these cards together while I do the reading for you. Fascinating, fascinating. What a great start to the new year for you. Love, getting over some things in the past. Success, abundance, great fertility and renewal, and great sense of self here. This central energy is that of love. Haven't you noticed that love never dies a natural death? It dies because we don't know how to replenish its source. It dies of blindness and errors and betrayals. It dies of illness and wounds. It dies of weariness, of witherings, of tarnishings. But this is not the death of love for you. On the contrary, there is emotional clarity for you now, deep love of the self, giving and receiving. Do you know, I think that Sagittarius, Libra, and Scorpio are going to be important to you at the moment. This is the Ace of Cups, of course, and for me, this energy is the feminine counterpart to that of the Ace of Wands. Open, receptive, surrendering, bearing the transformatory power of giving love. I'm just noticing in this painting here, water and spirit, the upper and lower portions there, they kind of embody the same quality that I just spoke of, because below, in the emotional realm of water, above Wands, in the ethereal sphere of the spirit, as above, so below. And that now which you feel internally, that will be able to express itself externally, really clearly and openly, and emotional clarity will be the result for you. And I think that's kind of emphasized here in this balance and harmony here. The giving of love will happen effortlessly for you, and that which continually flows into you from the boundless abundance of being itself, it will radiate outward once again by itself if you remain open and receptive. I guess you can compare it with the flower which sends out its fragrance whether someone comes close to enjoy its perfume or not. You are now in contact with all-embracing love. It's going to fill you, and you'll be able to pass it on generously, lavishly to others. There's a very good opportunity for new relationships here, new romances, deepening of existing romance. I think this can also indicate a birth, is what I'm getting here now. What is your way of expressing love? I think love must always have with it, and this is coming up here as well, love is about tenderness. This cup here, it allows tenderness within it to pour the warm and sweet whispers of love. You also need forgiveness, peace, love, gratefulness, and although it's not fashionable, though I'm sure everybody does from time to time, prayer. What I mean by that is forgiveness, to let the forgiveness conquer the battles of your heart and mind. When I speak here of peace, let peace dwell on the inside of your heart and soul and be healed. There's love here. Let the love of being itself blanket you from the top of your head and to the soles of your feet. And let gratefulness run through your veins all the days of your life. And prayer, well, it will nourish your spirit and soul. Now that healing, which is accompanied by this ace, which is pouring its energy out, I'm pretty sure probably has something to do with this energy here as well. Well, this is the Ten of Wands, which is Saturn ruling the third decan of Sagittarius, the 13th to the 22nd of December. Look, Sagittarius, well, it wants to expand and express its optimism and its spiritual side, doesn't it? And Saturn, well, on some views, it's about restriction, and so it represses the expansive nature of Sagittarius. So maybe there are some repressed feelings which you are now dealing with as part of perhaps your New Year resolution. It's almost as if there was an energy held back. Perhaps you have become overburdened by all the festivities which are taking place at this time of year and taking on too much, feeling the pressure, feeling that you don't have any control over circumstances even, or even a victim of your own success. Well, here, as I mentioned, the Sagittarius readiness to communicate is in a sense blocked by Saturn, and that can cause some fear. Now, if you fear rejection or disapproval or punishment, then you start to repress your own impulses. You know that your strength, your vitality, and your life energy, well, if they're being repressed, they stagnate within you, and repressed, these energies turn into irritation. If the irritation doesn't find an external outlet, well, the danger is that you could turn it in upon yourself, and it could express itself as you putting yourself down. Don't do that. But this is an invitation to you to recognize and end your self-repression, I think, and restriction on your own life impulses. Understand this life that you are living is not a rehearsal. This is it. It's not a preview of the life yet to come. This is it. It's real. Every day is what matters. It's now. The past is dead and gone, and there is no future. Who's to say that in 10 seconds' time everything will just stop? And I think you'll be taking responsibility for yourself. And I think you'll also be freeing yourself from unjustifiable moral restrictions and limitations which you may well be imposing upon yourself. Do you know, you have a conscience, and you might ask yourself, why? Well, it's a tool. Conscience is a tool of the divine. And the divine knows that you in particular can only start over when you are not condemning yourself. The words that you say to yourself are the most powerful words that you will ever hear. So don't talk yourself down. Become your own cheerleader. I think this is also saying that for you to remember, how often do you really hold on to the burdens of your guilt and regrets, or hold on to another person's violation or actions in your life, when you really do just have the option of releasing them? Now, it's always the case that for you, and I guess for everybody, that there are probably many things you need to release in order to experience true freedom. Understand that you will never move from out of the past and into the future with all that is planned for you in your soul contract if you cling to or dwell in the past. Because when you choose to focus on today and all the possibilities that lie ahead, you automatically release your grip on yesterday. Layers of the past gradually fall away and you are set free. Now, interestingly, your planet of the moon has shown up. And obviously, as a very timely reminder for you at this time of the year, to be careful of how you think about things. What you think your life is what it is. There is a lot of Pisces around this, I'm getting, and that deals, in the case of the moon, also with the subconscious, with emotions, with intuition and artistry. And I see Neptune coming in here, and Neptune's watery depths are associated with dreams, visions, and the imagination, which links it in really quite well, I think, with that of the moon. I think that the end of December, and you're now coming through into this new year, it has proved to be something of a final testing for you. It is saying to you, what is reality and what is an illusion? Now, this can be a time of quite difficult testing. Now, the danger of forgetting your true goal in a sort of a darkness ruled over by the moon can be great. Temptations and fake perceptions, they always lurk along the road, don't they? I think that this could be a time in your life when you need to determine whether something in your life is not as it appears to be, a situation that is deceiving. Now, it's possible that you, for a moment, might be feeling lost in life and unsure about which way to go, almost as if you were lost in the dark with no signposts. This can also refer, I think, to your shadow self, to your subconscious or hidden self. Is there any negativity that you have suppressed, or which you may not even be aware of, which need to be released now so you can go charging into the new year just as this is saying you're going to be doing? Feelings from childhood may well have been repressed. Have a think about that, because they could have an unruly impact on your current situation. But this is definitely saying that you now hear the call of the unknown. You are ready to advance and take a risk because you are on the threshold of new experience. And to pay attention now to the voice of your heart and look calmly and carefully at offers which may be coming from other people. See whether they're genuine or not. And you might actually ask yourself, what inner regions feel strange, alien, or unknown to you? Where are your blind spots? What experiences are you most afraid of? I do think, though, that you are going to be gifted in turning difficult situations into positive events and working through any difficulties which are around. And that includes situations and relationships. But I do think also that you'll be really quite a romantic who desires not to be deceived or deluded by others. And you will have little tolerance for self-deception or illusion. But you are going to have a very unusual magnetism, and people are going to find you very sexually attractive. Say this to yourself, though, at this time: I enjoy making important decisions. I value honesty and integrity in relationships. I like what is mysterious within me and also within others. And I express myself fully and openly like the moon, where it's responsible to do so. And through my own choice, this is important, I can change my experience. But you handle everything within your stride, because what is happening here is that you are going to be pushing forward fast and strong. And what I'm getting here is a lot of fire around here. Again, Sagittarius and Scorpio are likely to be important to you, I think. There's dynamic forward motion coming in here and increased insight. There are some coming changes, which I suppose you can expect. You'll be very energetic and ambitious and adventurous. You will be taking the risks. You are going to be determined. Again, there's this charm about you and a magnetism that is going to be very hard to resist. You'll burn away all negativity which stands in your way, and you'll be removing all obstacles and blocks on the path towards your own growth. There's an energy here, and it's an energy which is emanating from you, which creates an increased understanding of everything, where all the pieces fit. And you feel free and unstoppable. Even difficult situations are going to move in a constructive direction for you. Now, there may well be some traveling and journeying going on, possibly change of work duties. You'll have the courage of your convictions, and your creative ideas are going to be able to be brought into action. Find your vitality now. Trust your gut instincts. Let your hair down. Enjoy yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Believe you can do it. And be awake. Be ready for people or situations which could really produce great things for you. Opportunity, though, remember, opportunity does not wait around for people who have not made preparation. Opportunity isn't for free. Opportunity charges a fee, and the fee is you being prepared and ready. Now, does your present situation allow your energies to develop and unfold fully? If they don't, what needs to be removed or changed? But seek out situations and opportunities that challenge you. Say this to yourself: every challenge which arises helps me grow. Every storm strengthens my roots. And then finally, I think we come to such a great complementary energy to this ace here. This is the Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Gemini, Aries is what I'm getting around here as well. You are going to be beautiful and strong, pregnant with life, generous, kind, benevolent. A lot of pregnancy around here is what I'm feeling. Motherhood, parenthood is what I'm receiving here as well. You will be a good-hearted person. But what's important is that you will be following your will or true purpose in life. So this is about you getting in touch with that most important inner aspect and protecting it. May well be this physical pregnancy, as I'm saying, or birth of ideas. This is a very productive time for you after what may well have been something of a barren stretch, I have to say. Marriage is also on the horizon here, or moving in together. Something new is entering into your life, so get ready for it. And what you have to do in order to be ready for something new to come into your life. But say this now, because it's definitely true for you, that I am now ready for the new beauty in my life. What a fascinating spread of cards. Made so much better for you being here. Well, didn't I tell you that was interesting art, and I'm sure that you would have enjoyed it as much as I did. Now, of course, the new calendar year, and my best wishes to you all. Now, unless I see you again privately, either for a clairvoyant reading or for healing, then I'll see you again next month. And until then, remember one thing, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. Until then, it's bye for now.